In The Outsiders, 2-Bit Mathews provides more than just comic relief. He serves as a key member of the Greasers and an essential figure in understanding the novel's themes of loyalty, identity, and the psychological impact of social division. Though he may seem at first glance to be a secondary character defined by humor and charm, 2-Bit is actually a symbol of the resilience and camaraderie that bind the Greaser gang together. His lightheartedness masks a deeper complexity, and his presence contributes to both the emotional balance of the novel and its broader social commentary. Role in the narrative. 2-Bit Mathews, whose real name is Keith, is the oldest of the main Greaser characters at around 18 or 19. He earns his nickname because he always has to get in his 2-bit's worth in every conversation. With a smart mouth, a wide grin, and a love for life's simple pleasures like fighting, girls, and stealing, 2-Bit stands out for his humor and carefree attitude. He constantly jokes around, often deflecting tension with sarcasm or wit. In the story's plot, 2-Bit acts primarily as a supportive friend and loyal member of the Greaser gang. While he doesn't have a dramatic individual arc like Ponyboy, Johnny, or Dally, 2-Bit's steady presence helps maintain the group's cohesion. He supports Ponyboy and Johnny after the incident with Bob Sheldon, brings comic relief during tense moments, and even lends his prized switchblade to Dally when the latter needs it. This simple act becomes significant, as Dally uses the knife to bluff the police before being killed. 2-Bit also provides insight into the values of the Greasers. He respects the gang code, exhibits fierce loyalty, and believes in standing up to the Sox not only out of anger, but out of a sense of justice and solidarity. Through his interactions with the group, he helps reveal how deeply the boys care for each other, despite their rough exteriors. Symbolic significance. 2-Bit Mathews symbolizes levity and emotional resilience in the face of hardship. Life for the Greasers is harsh. They deal with poverty, violence, neglect, and a society that sees them as worthless delinquents. Yet 2-Bit continually chooses humor as his coping mechanism. He doesn't ignore the harshness around him. Instead, he actively resists it by maintaining his cheerful demeanor and helping others do the same. His lightheartedness also acts as a counterbalance to the story's darker elements. As Johnny and Dally spiral toward tragedy, and as Ponyboy struggles to make sense of the violence around him, 2-Bit offers an emotional equilibrium. His jokes and pranks may seem superficial, but they serve an important psychological function, both for the characters and the readers. They provide relief from the building tension, and remind us that even amid suffering, joy and friendship can persist. In this way, 2-Bit becomes a symbol of how humor can be an act of rebellion. In a world that marginalizes and dismisses the Greasers, his persistent good humor is a refusal to let cruelty win. In contrast, others might become bitter. 2-Bit clings to his personality, laughter, and loyalty as tools of resistance. Character dynamics. Though he doesn't have the same depth of emotional development as Ponyboy or Johnny, 2-Bit's interactions with other characters are meaningful. With Ponyboy, he plays the role of an older brother or mentor, encouraging but never overly serious. He provides reassurance during difficult times and models a kind of toughness that doesn't require cruelty. His easy camaraderie with the other Greasers, especially Soda Pop, adds a sense of warmth and community to the gang. Significantly, 2-Bit also interacts with Cherry Valance and Marcia, the SOC girls, in a way that reveals another side of his character. He flirts and jokes, yes, but he also shows respect, a trait not always associated with gang members. This interaction humanizes him and shows that despite social divisions, people on both sides of the class line can connect on a personal level. His ability to navigate that interaction with humor and respect demonstrates the potential for empathy and understanding between groups. Broader implications. 2-Bit's character offers a broader commentary on adolescence, class, and identity. As one of the older Greasers, he's closer to adulthood, but he still clings to the carefreeness of youth. His behavior suggests a deliberate resistance to growing up too quickly, which is both understandable and tragic. For greasers, growing up often means facing unemployment, jail, or worse. 2-Bit, like others in the gang, lives in a liminal space, caught between the responsibilities of adulthood and the fleeting freedoms of youth. His tendency to steal, especially items he doesn't necessarily need, reflects his discontent with his socioeconomic status. It's not just about rebellion or crime. It's about asserting control in a life where few things are his. His prized possession, the black-handled switchblade he refuses to lose, represents both status and a form of self-protection. Its symbolic value speaks to the vulnerability greasers feel, and the lengths they must go to defend themselves, not just physically, but emotionally and socially. 2-Bit also represents the reality that not every person from a rough background must be defined by tragedy. Unlike Dally, whose life ends in violence, or Johnny, who dies young and broken, 2-Bit endures. He survives. His ability to keep laughing in a harsh world shows that resilience and strength can take many forms, and not all victories are dramatic. Sometimes, simply surviving with your personality and humor intact is a powerful act of resistance. Conclusion: 2-Bit Mathews may not be the most tragic or heroic character in The Outsiders, but he is one of its most quietly essential. His humor, loyalty, and lightheartedness bring depth and balance to the novel, offering a vital emotional counterpoint to the story's darker themes. Beneath his constant joking lies a young man trying to carve out a sense of identity and joy in a world that offers him few chances. Symbolically, he stands for the everyday courage of remaining kind, loyal, and optimistic in the face of adversity. He reminds readers that not all battles are won with fists. Some are won by keeping your spirit intact. Through 2-Bit, Hinton offers a more nuanced portrait of youth growing up on the margins. Not only angry and wounded, but also clever, resilient, and deeply human.